When Ford launched the Mustang in 1964, it wasn't just another car, it was a revolution. Affordable, stylish, and instantly popular, it created the pony car segment. But for Ford, selling cars wasn't enough. The Mustang had to prove itself on the racetrack. This quest for speed and glory gave birth to some of the most legendary additions in muscle car history. The Shelby GT350 and GT500, the Boss 302 and Boss 429, and the Mach 1. These cars weren't just upgrades, they were machines built with purpose, each telling a unique story of engineering brilliance and racing heritage. From dominating SCCA and NASCAR to becoming pop culture icons, these additions turned Mustang into more than a car, they made it a legend. Shelby GT350 Racing DNA unleashed 1966 Carroll Shelby, a former racing driver, brought his expertise to Ford in 1965. The result was the Mustang GT350, a lightweight, track-focused machine that forever changed how the world saw the Mustang. Built on the fastback body style, the GT350 came with a high revving to 189 cubic inch V8 tuned to produce around 306 horsepower. But horsepower was only part of the story. Shelby removed unnecessary comforts, stiffened the suspension, and installed heavy-duty brakes. This wasn't a car for casual Sunday drives. It was a road-legal race car designed to dominate the Sports Car Club of America (SCCA) tracks. And dominate it did. The GT350 secured multiple championships and proved that the Mustang wasn't just for style. It was for speed. With its Wimbledon white paint and iconic blue stripes, the GT350 became an instant motorsport classic. Shelby GT500, the big block beast 19671969s. The muscle car wars escalated. Enthusiasts demanded more power. Shelby answered with the GT500 in 1967. Instead of the high-revving small block, the GT500 carried a massive 428 cubic inch V8, delivering brutal straight-line speed. The GT500 wasn't just about performance, it looked the part too. With aggressive scoops, a longer hood, and signature Cobra badges, it screamed performance even when parked. Unlike the pure racing DNA of the GT350, the GT500 offered a balance of raw muscle and street usability. Pop culture also embraced the GT500, with later models inspiring one of Hollywood's most famous cars, Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds. By the late 1960s, Shelby Mustangs had cemented themselves as the pinnacle of performance within the Mustang lineup. Boss 302, Ford's Trans Am Warrior 1969-1970 competition in the late 1960s was fierce. Chevrolet had the Camaro Z28 dominating Trans Am racing. Ford needed a reply, and the Boss 302 was the answer. The Boss 302 wasn't just a Mustang with a new badge. It featured a specially designed 302 cubic inch engine built for high RPMs, a stiffer suspension, and aerodynamic tweaks. With bold graphics and shaker hoods, it looked aggressive, but its true magic was on the track. In 1970, the Boss 302 delivered Ford the Trans Am Championship, proving the Mustang could outhandle and outrace its biggest rivals. More than just a sales car, the Boss 302 became a symbol of Ford's racing commitment. Boss 429, NASCAR Homologation Special 1969. If the Boss 302 was built for Trans Am, the Boss 429 was designed with NASCAR in mind. Ford needed to homologate its massive 429 cubic inch engine for stock car racing, and the Mustang became its home. Only about 1,300 Boss 429s were ever built, making it one of the rarest Mustangs. Its engine was a masterpiece, big, powerful, and built for speed. To fit the massive block, Ford had to heavily modify the engine bay, making the Boss 429 unique among Mustangs. On the street, the Boss 429 was intimidating. With its wide stance, hood scoop, and raw power, it stood out as one of the most muscular pony cars of the era. Today, it's one of the most valuable collector Mustangs ever produced. Mach 1, Power Meets Style 19691970. Not every buyer wanted a stripped-down race car like the GT350 or an ultra-rare Boss 429. Ford needed a performance Mustang that appealed to a broader audience, and that's where the Mach 1 came in. Launched in 1969, the Mach 1 blended performance with everyday usability. It came with bold styling cues like a matte black hood, side stripes, rear spoilers, and optional shaker hood scoops. Under the hood, buyers had choices ranging from small block V8 South to powerful big blocks. The Mach 1 struck a balance fast enough for performance enthusiasts, stylish enough for casual drivers. Its popularity skyrocketed, with sales numbers surpassing even the Shelby Mustangs in movies and TV. The Mach 1 became a pop culture star, further cementing Mustang's cultural dominance. Cultural impact of the 1960s Mustang legends. By the end of the 1960s, the Mustang was no longer just America's pony car. It was a symbol of freedom, performance, and style. The special edition Shelby GT350, GT500, Boss 302, Boss 429, and Mach 1 each added a unique layer to the Mustang's identity. On racetracks, they beat Camaros, Firebirds, and Mopars. On the streets, they were symbols of status and performance. In Hollywood, they became stars on screen. More importantly, they set the tone for what a performance Mustang should be for decades to come. These additions weren't just cars, they were statements. They turned Mustang into a legend whose echoes still shape modern versions like the Shelby GT350 and Mach 1 revival.